All right, guys, as soon as I got out here with my camera, that officer over here, look at the officer looking at me here. He walked over there to the side. So either he doesn't want to be on camera or he's going to tell them what I'm doing, which is fine either way. But I'm on a sidewalk. Here's the utility pole. What was that? Somebody honked. But it doesn't, this is a DUI checkpoint in Colton, California. I won't tell you where, figure it out, since I'm streaming live. Clear my throat, me. It doesn't really appear that it's anything more than a driver's license checkpoint. They do have tables and chairs set up over here, but there's nobody there. And they're not really, I've been here for about 8 minutes now, and they haven't pulled any cars in. Is there, I don't even think there's a driveway up there where they can, is there? Is that a driveway up here? But so it doesn't look like there's anywhere where they can pull the cars in, unless they're pulling them in across. No, they're not doing it across the street. They wouldn't do that. So I don't know where they're pulling the cars in at. The cop went behind the sign. I don't know where they're pulling the cars in at to check them, check the driver's license. But here you go. So it's they got all the Colton cars here. They don't. I don't see any motorcycle cops. I don't know. Does Colton have motorcycle cops? And he's peekaboo. He's peeking out behind the sign. Peekaboo. So, and I parked right here next to the DUI checkpoint. How's that for bold? I don't care. All my tags are current. I'm not on probation. I'm not on parole. I'm not a felon. And all my stuff is working. Yes, it is. But I probably won't be out here very long because this looks like a boring checkpoint. And it's set up in, I guess there's a lot of cars coming through. They're stopping every car. But I'm just doing this for a video. More or less, because it doesn't really look like they're really doing anything. I'm not gonna walk right up there yet because there's nothing really going on there. I can pretty much see from right here. And it's better to stay back farther for what I'm doing, because I want to be a little bit more mysterious, and I don't want them coming up to me, hey, you doing? Shaking my hand, hey, okay, we're doing a little driver checkpoint, and I'm Sergeant, hoo-ha, where are you from? So I'm going to stay back a little bit and be a little bit more mysterious. Yep, run behind that sign, man. I'm being facetious, of course. But, yeah, now this is what they get paid to do, guys, at the DUI checkpoint. There you go. Stand around and talk. Wow, that dude was okay. He was jaywalking. I don't know that I'd be jaywalking like that. So this guy's coming up here drinking soda pop. Got a cast on his hand. That one jaywalked and ran into Jack in the Box. Don't tell me they're going to go get contact with him. No. Something's going on because he's looking around the parking lot. Was that guy in civilian clothes? That's what I want to know. Is that a tow driver? Yeah, Richard, I'm back at it. I just got here like 10 minutes ago in Colton. It's they said DUI checkpoint. It's more of a driver's license checkpoint. And they're not pulling any cars in. They're not saying like right turn. So I will probably be in a Hemet later tonight, sometime later, to be determined, TBD. Let's walk through here, we can. This is a public shopping center. See, that's the thing too. Excuse me. When you talk about shopping, when you talk about trespassing from something like this, you have to remember this is a public shopping center. It might be owned by the businesses, you know, and therefore the businesses would have to say, yeah, we don't want him walking around in our parking lot. Oh, yeah. Well, that's why I did that, Checkpoint Charlie. Because it's the same thing, right? Like when you'd go from, if you go visit East Berlin, I was in the Army, and you go visit East Berlin with your little passport, and you'd come back to West Germany, they'd be like, papers! Let me see your passport. Ivy, how you doing? It's kind of boring right now. But yeah, that's why I called this video Checkpoint Charlie. Because they're checking the papers. Let me see your papers. You must show your papers to drive through this checkpoint. And yeah, Checkpoint Charlie was East-West Berlin. And you know what, too? Richard, if you were up there, I don't remember, the bars would close at like 4 in the morning. And they'd say, we're going to clean up. And then at 7 in the morning, like they'd all reopen. You could come back and get breakfast and drink beer for breakfast. Like those people in Berlin partied, man. So we're going to come up here. I wanted to see this side because I don't know where they're pulling the cars in of people that have expired driver's license, unless they're pulling them in right here. That's what it looks like. So they have, yeah, they have the cone set up right here. Right turn. So right here would be the right turn, right here, and they go down into there and then come back out right on the other side, I think. So, yeah, they have it set up here. And they're probably going to say, we're doing a DUI checkpoint, and you're like telling everybody where we're at. I'll just say, well, I don't think my viewers from Australia are going to be worried about skipping your checkpoint. Yeah, I know, Richard. Me too. I was there twice. I was in Frankfurt Höchst, and then I was in Darmstadt. This looks like kind of a boring checkpoint here. Not really, they're not pulling any cars in. They're letting them all go through. So I don't know why they bothered to set up all these cones unless everybody has a valid driver's license. Maybe everybody has a valid driver's license. Yeah, we went all over on the train. I remember these new guys fell asleep on the train and they ended up way up by the Swiss border, and they didn't have money to get back. So the first sergeant, he was laughing his ass off. The first sergeant told these two sergeants, hey, get a truck and go down there and pick those guys up. Where are they at again? They're down by the Swiss border. Come again? Yeah, he goes, yeah, you guys are probably gonna have to get somewhere to sleep on the way back. They didn't even get in trouble. The first sergeant just thought it was funny as hell. I don't know how they didn't get ticket checketed by the train master. Well, we had a cool first sergeant, man. We had just got out of the field. I went upstairs. He said, all right, everybody clean your weapons. We're going to have a formation at 1500. So we're up in our barracks rooms. We're drinking beer. We're cleaning our weapons. The first sergeant walks in. He goes, oh, so we can drink beer on duty now, huh? Every one of you got a beer. You know what? I'll be right back. Just put your weapons on the floor. We're like, what the fuck? He comes back with a huge beer mug and goes, you know, if you're going to drink beer, you got to invite the first sergeant. So he drank a mug of beer with us. The only reason we were allowed to do that is because we had just come out of the field. Any other time, we probably would have been busted. He was a cool first sergeant. He was infantry too, so he didn't really care. He was in Vietnam. He had a wacky eye from shrapnel. So, yeah, this looks kind of boring. I might head out to another place. Yeah, this looks kind of boring. I mean, they are not pulling any cars in. They've got, I guess they're taking a break back here. And then the people that go out front are actually the ones working. So that's why they have so many cops out here, is they need to, the people out front need to take a break. So they switch out with the people back here. But they absolutely have no cars turning in here for a driver's license check. Moreno Valley, remember I was there last night, their parking lot right now would be packed of cars. Moreno Valley, man. Moreno Valley tows so many cars it looks like Joe's car lot on the in the back. That guy was yelling. I thought he was talking to me. He's not. But yeah, Moreno Valley tows so much it looks like Joe's car lot. I'm afraid to get my car now, especially with these two cops here with their taillights on. I'm like, oh man, should I get in? Okay, 13-minute video. I don't want it to be too long. Oh, where is this? We're in Colton, California. Oh, there's nobody in there. We're in Colton, California. Yeah, they're all looking like, who's this guy? Who's that guy? Here's a guy with a phone camera. Yeah, hello. Hello. I see you. Won't you tell me your name? Include your badge number. Play the game. Yeah, it's up there. Yeah, north. It's up there north. Oh, he ran, man. Camera is really cop raid, ain't it? Like they run, man. Cop away. Pull out your camera. It's like cop away. Hemet is getting too used to me, though. Like Hemet, man. They're like, hey, what's up, man? They start talking to me and stuff. So I almost feel bad when I have to grade or critique one of them. Yeah, John, it's right next door to San Bernardino, actually. And it had a lot of San Bernardino's crime, but the police department and the police chief were pretty much trying to clean it up. They just had a homicide here on Friday. That was yesterday. It may have been Thursday. No, I think it was yesterday. They had a homicide here, a shooting. Yeah, they are absolutely pulling no cars in. So what are they paying them to do? Just say, hey, you got a license? Okay, have you drank? Okay, bye. I mean, you telling me that everybody, and I'm happy that they are letting people go. It's Christmas time. You don't need to be towing cars and writing citations, but you're telling me that everybody's got current tags and licenses that are coming through here? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, John. That's why I'm asking. So I'm saying everybody that comes through here has current tags and license? Like, I don't know, man. I'd say that's fishy. Especially in this area of the Inland Empire. So it's basically we're paying these guys, and some of them are getting overtime, to just stand around and talk. I mean, look at this. They're just standing there talking. Tax dollars at work. And they say that, well, it's a federal grant. We get a federal grant, which they do get grants from the state to do these things. But even grants aren't free. Where do you think the money for grants comes from? You know? Because I had one cop tell me, oh, no, you're wrong. Your taxpayers aren't paying for this. We get a grant. You know, we get a state and federal grant to do this and run these things. I go, where do you think the money for grants comes from? It's not like the government goes, hey, we got some free money. You guys want to do a DUI checkpoint? Hey, we got some leftover money here we see in a fund. No, the government's got to replenish that fund, that grant. Yeah, they are absolutely. Look at this guy's even sitting down now. He got tired of standing. That one got tired of standing, man. He sat down. He's like, fuck this. They're just standing around. And they said they're going to do this till 3 a.m. So from 6 p.m. to 3 a.m., that's 9 hours. Usually they close up early, like midnight, but still, man. Yeah, in Texas they have those videos where people go through them, like saying, no, I'm not rolling my window down. This is unconstitutional. So they must have had an alarm or something. Why is he going over there and parking? What's he doing? Oh, is that guy going to wait and watch for people that are trying to go around the checkpoint or something? Yeah, I think this cop is looking for speeders. Yeah, those Border Patrol guys really are tyrants, man. I like the cop. Oh, man, the cop that High Desert Community Watch had the other day. That cop said, are you guys even American? Is that what he said? Or something like, are you guys undocumented or something? He said, because there was a couple Hispanic guys standing there. And then High Desert Community Watch owned him within the next 5 minutes. You guys need to go watch that. I forget what it's called. That video was funny. But the cop walked up and goes, "Are you guys even Americans?" Like, oh, how racist. Yeah, they're not even on the border. They're like 100 miles inland. Now, I do agree with the checkpoint in California. They have one where they'll ask you, do you have any fruits or vegetables? Do you have any fresh foods you're bringing in? Because we have a fruit fly problem here, and people are actually getting sick and dying from that. So I do agree with that checkpoint, the California food checkpoint. And that's when you're coming from Nevada. Because what happened was, and it was years ago, people were coming here from Nevada with because you go to Las Vegas and you could buy all this fruit at the stands along the highway. But the fruit had like a bunch of flies and stuff in them because they were sitting out in the sun. And then people were just bringing it into California, and then people were getting sick and dying from all of the fruit flies. So this cop turned around. He looked at me. Hello. Yeah, I don't know what they do with people that are growers that are bringing it in. I know I've had to go through that checkpoint. I didn't have any food with me. Well, I had like bagged chips and stuff, but he said, "Do you have any fruits or vegetables?" I said, "No." Okay, he's talking to this guy. We'll see what's up. Oh, he opened the car door? What's going on? And then told him to go on. Their seatbelt must have been hanging out or something. That was weird. All right, 22 minutes. Now they're going to turn on the sprinklers. But there's really nothing going on here. I might skip over to Hemet. See what's going on in Hemet. Because they still haven't pulled the car in. Yeah, look, they still haven't pulled any cars in. What sucks is I have to go the back way to get out of here. Yeah, Loud Labs Scott. He did a TV show. It was called. Oh, here we go. Here we go, guys. We got a customer. We got a customer. Yeah, he did a TV show called Shot in the Dark. And when the Shot in the Dark came out on Netflix, everybody started Facebooking me going, "Dude, you look just like Scott from Loud Labs." I go, "Who the hell is that?" And they made me watch it, and I go, "Oh yeah, I kind of do look like Scott from Loud Labs." No, I'm not a stringer. I'm just a YouTuber, basically. Yeah, stringers, they like get a whole bunch of video clips, and then they contact news stations and sell them. And news stations will give them like $75 for this one or $50 for that one. Or some nights, none of the news stations want their video clips. Yeah, that's too much work for me, man. I'm lazy. I just do the YouTube thing. Although I have given video clips to news people for free. And they've used my stuff on the news. Like the one guy, he shoplifted at I think it was TJ Maxx, And I filmed the cop going back with the perp and all the stuff and rolling the suitcases into TJ Maxx. Well, they used that on the news. But Scott from Loud Labs, he's the one that started the packaging, pissed off all the other ones like On Scene and all of them, because he was packaging his video clips like, hey, I'll give you 4 for $100, or I'll give you 3 for $80, instead of 1 per 1 per 1. And so they were going with Scott right away, like, hey, you got a package for us? So On Scene and them started getting pissed off. Yeah, the Unseen guy cracks me up because he's like, yeah, I'm going to be 97 on the 242, and I'll be out here with my camera. I'm like, dude, you're not a cop. You're a stringer. Okay, I'm 98 from the 242. You guys got a call for me? Holy shit, somebody dumped their food. So I just want to see what they're doing with this guy before I take off. I love it that they're in this shopping mart. I can just film this stuff. Oh, they're going to let him go. Was he asking for directions? He must have been asking for directions because they pointed over there, and then they let him go. Wow, that's weird to me. So he must have been giving him directions somewhere. He actually drove in here to get directions. You got to be kidding me right now. All right, guys. This is a boring DUI checkpoint. Let me go get into some things and make you guys some videos. Thanks for watching and stay close.